After the blockbuster year that you've had, 2017, so in the spring of your career comes a film called October.
That's the whole idea is was that it wasn't planned, honestly, Pooja. It's something that just happened, and I guess it was meant to be. And I think it just happened. He's wanted to make this film probably from 2004, and I was lucky enough that I walked into his office on this day when I dropped tea, and he just happened to take a picture of me looking very sloppy, and they felt they found Dan. And
एक चाय के प्याले ने आपको आपका hero दे दिया. And apparently you were auditioning people, and you wanted a newcomer. And guess what? One of the biggest rising stars.
No, I'm a newcomer. I'm still a newcomer.
I think it's his debut film.
I am a newcomer.
So I call this film his debut film actually. So for us, it's a debut for Varun Dhawan. So yeah, he just came like that, and we wanted. He just called me. He said, "I'm not dressed properly because I was leaving for Kolkata." I said, "Whatever, just drop in." So it's okay. So he dropped in, and he was not dressed for a presentation actually, but he just has woken up. But I saw a character, and I clicked a picture and sent it to Juhi and to Ronnie also, and they also liked it very much, and that's how his casting happened.
And but you earlier when you were planning this movie, Varun दूर तक नहीं सोचा होगा ना?
No, because we didn't think of it at all, because it's just because we live with that character for so many years while we were writing the script. So there is something which was there in the characters. We could see the character's eyes because we used to perform. I lived as when I write the script with the writer, I live that emotion. So the way Juhi has written, and as soon as he was there in the office like this, the way you were sitting, he was talking to me. We were generally talking. I was not looking at Varun. I was looking at his eyes, as looking at कि मेरा character दिख रहा है इसमें.
और मुझे पता है क्या लगता था कि there's this football team, this celebrity football team, which Dada is a very big part of. और उधर सारे actors हैं, बहुत लोग हैं. अर्जुन है, रणबीर है, अभिषेक is there, कार्तिक is there. बहुत सारे लोग हैं.
Everybody.
तो मुझे लगा कि अरे अगली फिल्म तो मतलब यही टीम से ही किसी को कास्ट कर लेंगे. तो सब है उधर शायद, सब लोग फील्ड पे ऑडिशन दे रहे होंगे. मेरी टीम में हुई नहीं. What do I do? Should I get into this team? What should I do? How do I meet him? What do I do? But I think the fact that we met in this way, because I don't think so Dan would have been very good at football.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, we wanted Dan, a pure Dan, and I think I found that in him. And you can sense it from the trailer.
Yeah, true.
That there is some honesty there.
And also seeing Varun as Dan, Dan in the trailer, whatever little I've seen, comes across as a maverick. He's a little clumsy, and there you see him on his bike. Have you lived Dan? Because there were sleepless nights apparently shot for.
The bike shots that you see were done at probably 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning on expressway highway in Delhi, and with these truckers honking and going at this really fast speed, and I was scared.
And also you play a hotel management,
intern.
Intern. So did you go through that process?
I went through every beat, because for me I was like an intern in Shoojit Sircar's world. I was working with people who have won 3 national awards, 4 national awards.
One of your fans has asked me what was that experience like.
It was crazy. The cameraman has won 3 or 4?
4.
He's won 4 national awards, the DOP. Dada has won 2, 3. Juhi has won 2.
Juhi won.
1, sorry, I keep getting this wrong. And Nihar
Shantanu has got 1.
Nihar has won
My
twice.
lord. Varun
Nihar has got twice.
It's
so it's not about that, but when I was working with them initially, so I was like, yaar, when all of them would stand together, it was like this team of national award winners, and I was like, yeah, this is very intimidating if I get this wrong. And this is pretty much the first day when we went into shooting, and everyone's watching the screen, and I came in, and from then he says something in your ear. Yeah, he does something. He has some process where he comes and he says something very softly, not that anyone else can hear. So the actor gets very secure that what
did he say to you?
Just be calm. Be calm, breathe, and have a conversation.
But is it a conscientious decision at your end? Because I know you gave us a Badlapur, but now seeing the success of the Badri and Judwa, and suddenly we get in October, something that Varun Dhawan, nobody would have associated him with. As he said, even he didn't think of you as that.
See, I think by the time I had reached Badri, just before Badri, I had already put it out there that I want to do something which is not in the vein of films that I'm doing. I didn't say I want to do a serious film, or I want to do soul-searching slice of life film. I didn't know what, but I was looking for a script which is different from what I'm doing. And I hadn't met, I did hear, obviously I was hearing a lot of scripts at that time, but this just came about. I didn't even know if he had a script. In fact, I went and I offered him a script. You know, this, I've heard this script, I think it's good, would you want to make it with me? And he said no. Okay. Okay, cool. Because see, as an actor, you have to still try. I mean, he's one of my favorite filmmakers, so I had no...
Yeah, you've called it an achievement. Your biggest achievement having worked with
it's taken me 9 films to get here, honestly. I was not on his radar. So, I have no... see, when you're making a film, then everything else has gone away. Box office, all that is out of the way. It's about how well someone is doing their craft. And he's doing his craft really well. So, as an actor, I was greedy and I wanted to be associated with him. But the reasons to work with him changed when I worked with him, because they were not only career changing, it was life changing almost.
Like in what way? Like a fan of yours has asked me on Twitter, how has Dan been a life changing experience for you?
For me, Dan is the boy who lived. He's the boy who lived. He actually lived life. I don't think I'm living life. I don't think so any of us are.
Really? Everyone wants to step into Varun Dhawan.
No, I think Dan is like an ideal boy it's supposed to be. Which we can't
of course
find
in a utopian world.
No, not at all.
Really? In our world,
in our world,
we all were like that at one time.
So it's like a lost return to innocence.
There's a bit of a inspiration from my life also. This film. So
you said it's all about unconditional love.
Yeah. So something happened in 2004. Okay. Some incident happened. Okay. So some incident with some I've experienced something. Okay. So it was associated with it. Also a newspaper article. Also my writer Juhi, she has also experienced something in her personal life also. So it was all mixed together and put into a film. It's not that it's in some utopian world. It is actually we have seen, but we ignore that.
True.
Like in press conference he said, try one day not lie, you know, and you will feel so happy that evening possibly you will see. Yeah. It's not easy. It's very, very, very difficult.
Abhi kya ho gaya? We become so programmed कि चलता है. अरे this person does this, so even I can do it. It's okay. अरे ये होता है ना उधर, तो हम लोग भी कर लेंगे. It's not going to मतलब कुछ ऐसा गलत नहीं कर रहे हम लोग. My intentions are not bad, you know, whatever. And this is not a preachy film at all. And I'm not saying that I am that person. I am like holier than thou, and that's why I can play this character. That's not the reason. But I just feel at some point in my life I was a boy like Dan, and I lost that. And I lost it. I'm not saying I lost it because I started doing films. I just lost it because I grew up in a world where everything became like it's okay to be like that. It's okay to forget. It's okay to not care. Or if you're caring, just care so much only, because you know if you care too much, you will get hurt. These are things taught to us by the world. These are not things that which come from our conscious. This film was such a liberating. It was a very liberating experience and a very scary experience because one, I really got in touch with myself as an actor.
So what's your take home from Dan? Another fan has asked me on Twitter.
What's
your take home from Dan?
To listen more to my inner voice, than to listen to my mind. And everything is not about strategy, everything is not about perception, everything is not about Varun Dhawan becoming the biggest superstar.
Have you ever heard him speak like
that? No. I mean, it's not about me becoming the biggest superstar, it's not about me making the most money and me, you know, having the biggest hit of there. It's not about that. If this film can actually go out and make a change in the way a person thinks, in the way people think, you know, that'll be the biggest achievement I've had in my career, I feel.
And talking about people, do you feel this generation, people like him, are more gung-ho when it comes to taking risks? They're willing to get there, take the challenge head on. I mean, be it difficult.
I think he's set an example. I mean, the day I told Juhi and Ronnie that okay, he's in the film, so they asked me, I mean, are you sure about it or not? Asking me. I said, yeah, I think so. I mean, so just he set an example that, you know, doing a film like this, surrendering yourself to this kind of a cinema that we've been making, is also, I think, it's as an example, with the way the world is going, the way the speed that this world is moving in, where I think we need to calm down at some point. Yeah, we need to slow it down at some point.
Yeah, actually, the trailer has been very calming, and everybody's asked me this question. October in April, why is it called October? Is it something to do with the autumn of life, because October also signifies
I think it's a beautiful, beautiful month. I've lived in Delhi. I know how October feels in Delhi. People just get relieved. Rains are over. the humidity is gone, and these beautiful flowers just start blooming in. October is a month of Durga Puja, Dashera, Diwali, and starting a new season. I think it's a very, very beautiful month. So I think, and the way Juhi wrote the script also, with the season in the mind, so which just added to the title of the film also as in October.
And also Varun, this year, like one is saying October, then Sweet Dhaga, doing absolutely different. Have you decided that 2018 is just going to give a...
I said 2018. I in fact said it in 2017 that 2018 is going to be different because the world changed in 2017 so much with, I think, countries and their leaderships and thinking. The world was a very... I mean, I started feeling my world had become very hyper. Let me put it in that way. It had become very hyper. It had become very capitalist almost, and it was nice at that time, doing all that rush, that energy. But when it all settled down, I realized that actually isn't my priority. कि मुझे actually वो नहीं चाहिए. That's not actually what I want. So now that we are in 2018, I'm trying to listen to my heart and do this. I'm not saying that 2019 will be like that or 2020 will be like that, but I'm just saying that 2018 definitely has started on this note in my life. There have been certain changes that have happened, and I'm trying to be the best I can of myself.
And now since you've become so good at needlework, you're going to give him a sari?
Sari? No, I'll make him a shirt. I'll make him a nice blazer. Sari तो कौन पहनेगा?
चंदरी तो film I give it to my wife.
but वो मैंने नहीं बनाई है ना.
I'll tell कि वरुण ने दिया है, प्यार से दिया है तुमको.
He has an amazing love story, by the way. That's why I think he made this film.
Oh, so it's inspired from your love story.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Not inspired, but yeah. I mean, everybody has their own love story, so it's okay. Yeah, some influences are there.
And one more fan has asked me 3 qualities of Dan that he has that you don't, and that you want, you aspire.
That he has that I don't.
Yeah, that you want.
One is that how Dan can just be lost in his own thought and not care a damn about what society is saying. So he'll just do exactly what he wants, no matter if society tells him no, you have to go right, Dan. He'll go left because he feels that he doesn't really need the validation of society. 2 is Dan rides the bike really well, and 3 is, which is the biggest point, Dan doesn't use a mobile phone.
He hates
mobile phones.
No, we can't have Varun get off the mobile phone because that's social media.
I hate it. Now, but I was off it when I did this film, and I still want to get off it. But Dan का ये है कि if you call Dan कि अरे तू Dan लगा मेरे को बुलाया नहीं तुम लोगों ने, भूल देना चाहिए था. Like तेरा फोन होगा तो बुलाएंगे ना तुझे Dan. फोन तो रखा कर. यार वो ना फोन में ना अभी doesn't like phones.
But will you ever do something like that? Many people getting on Facebook.
I will. I think it's there is a slight change happening undercurrent.
What have you done to it?
Getting off social media. Getting off social media to everyone who's sent in their questions through social media, let me tell you, is also very liberating, and it's very cool. Yeah, you do
charging me like what have you done to me? तो गलत कर दिया मैंने कुछ.
गलत नहीं, सही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ. Getting off social media is good.
Social media is good, but Facebook and all social media. Will you just get off the phone?
I would. I want.
Well, during the shoot, he did actually.
And is your dad happy now? Because remember, during July, he was telling her how his father keeps telling him, "Kya karta hai tum?" Is he happy now? Is he content?
He's okay. He's all right. He's all right. He's happy. I mean,
I think after he sees the film, he will be all right. He'll be okay.
He's wondering what is going on right now. Let him watch the film.
And also one more thing, as I was saying earlier, Salman Khan's longevity is the kiddie fan base, and that you are the other one. It's the kids who are your strongest fans, and kids are also the most honest critics.
They are the most honest critiques, and if they honestly believe in a character, then they go with the character. They like the mannerisms of a character, and while, however, whatever October does look to you guys from the outside, I actually did this film for kids.
Okay.
I actually did because Dan is a kid.
So awesome, the kids have like a treat in store.
It's amazing. They'll feel they are the character, and they are just, because the questions I ask in the film, only a child can ask that question, because a child is only that.
Which is the burning question on your mind at the moment?
Which is the
most burning question on your mind at the moment?
The most burning question.
That you want to ask, that you want it answered.
No, I don't have any question right now. I'm quite. I don't know. I'm quite chilled out right now. I'm at a good space right now.
Yeah, and we can see it.
Because I'm not listening to my mind right now.
Honestly, and I am getting this vibe because when I met him for Jurva, he was like a little hyper, anxious.
I was nervous.
A little nervous too, because suddenly it's this Zen-like Varun. So honestly, as if you've been to the Anandas, and also your co-star called you the Justin Bieber of Indian cinema.
Yeah, that's her taking my case, and thank you, Banita, for that. It's carried on till here. But no, we keep fooling. I think I've just worked with people who've treated me like Varun after a very long time. I mean, like me, and not the Varun Dhawan who became whatever after the 5 films. They just treated me like a normal kid.
And lastly, sir, interesting pairings in your movies. Like with Deepika you had Irfan, though she's very jealous about the fact that he's now your Dil Ka Tukda and she's not.
No, she is also Dil Ka Tukda. She is Chota Tukda. She is also one of the Tukdas.
Okay. So, but interesting pairings. I mean, the way you got him.
I think Dan and this girl's Banita. I mean,
Shuli.
Varun and Banita. I think the poster looks quite refreshing and
Lovely,
beautiful. So when you see the film, you will see a very, very unusual relationship between these two characters, and you will feel and you will experience them. So yeah, I think casting wise, I was so happy that we got it right.
And lastly, Varun, 2017 was the Varun Dhawan year. Blockbuster hits. The crores came tinkling in. Everyone was happy.
I don't have 1 rupee in my pocket.
Under pressure with 2018, or are you like, jo bhi hoga?
No, I'm never like jo bhi hoga. Why? I mean, if I'm doing a film, I will take responsibility for that film and stand by that film. And मतलब जो भी होगा, I'm just feeling कि ये film अच्छी नियत से बनाई है हम लोगों ने. The process has been so good that the outcome should be good only. Why should it go bad? You know? And I feel and more than anything, when you work with good people whose intent is right, everyone is good deep down inside. But I'm saying when you work with people whose intent is good, then I feel something good should come out of that. Because, and I think that's what he's. I think he's a good guy. He's a very, very good guy.
Thank you so much and all the very best. Varun, we look forward to your films and yours too. This is one winning combination we have here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.